nice way. She returned. Oh, he stared steely at her. So from steely, you can imagine something that's very hard, something that is very unmoving, very persistent, and that's exactly what it means. It means to look at someone with a cold, intense look. Okay, so that's exactly what it means. Okay, at the girl who had cut the queue. Okay, so he's absolutely mad of her. So you right there, you have that imagery, heavy imagery that he is staring at her. His eyes are not moving. He's just glaring at her. He's challenging her. Okay, who's gonna back down first? Okay, she returned. What's wrong? Okay, she returned. Okay, I see. She returned Jensen's searing stare. Sound we know. Anger.
Yeah, the mic not connected. Hold on. Got it, right? Because I'm talking now.
Is rising from
Wait, you try?
a person.
You try, see, you just keep talking.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, working already.
All right. And he blurted out his displeasure. Okay, so it's very heavy on descriptions. These heavy descriptions will bring across the idea. Okay, and when it comes to a very heavy action-packed scene, it's also usually a very emotion-heavy scene. Okay. paint a better picture for your scene, okay? So it's very important to add those emotions into your scene, okay? So what I can recommend for emotions is definitely, we do have a set of resources. I remember talking to some students about this previously, that some students were saying, oh, we don't want to pay for we don't know whether your lessons are good, we don't want to, we don't know whether to pay for this or that. You can definitely try out from our free resources online. We do have some free resources on our website, including model compositions, including synonym lists.
Sorry, try this one.
All right, tips and tricks on how to like write better.
No, that's off.
Basically, essentially the things I.
Hello, hello, hello. Bishan. Sorry.
And oh, unhappiness. Okay, so that's exactly what it means. Hi, Ozil, you came back. Everyone is so quiet today. Is it because it's Friday? Everyone is rushing to get home. Everyone's just wanting to go to bed. Is that why? Is it why? Ozil, are you there? All right. Next paragraph. Do you know mochi? Who is mochi? Who is mochi? But I love mochi. If you're talking about a Japanese snack, I absolutely love it. I would used to buy those $3 packets and put them in the freezer. Oh, mochi! I mean, Marcin just told me that you're talking. Oh, the capybara. Ooh, it has a name.
Yeah. They all have names. So
Like-
you cannot each have them.
As in, you guys gave them those names, or these are like their names?
No idea why it started like that.
Mochi. Which one is mochi?
Grey one is mochi.
There's a gray one.
The one with the grey backpack.
Oh, okay. True Jimmy's. Oh, class pet. Oh, okay. To be fair, the class pets I'm familiar with are always caterpillars. I'm not even joking, and most of them was because of me. I told you guys that I have a fascination of bugs, and because of me, we always had a class pet in class.
Don't have it.
Maybe in the pouch.
Teacher Jamie's has a class pet. Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Alright. Go back to the end of the queue. You have no right to skip the queue. Jensen's voice thundered indignantly. Yet the abhorrent girl snarled back. Okay? So what if I cut queue? Don't you dare talk to me like that. Her face inched close to Jensen's in a challenging manner. Her eyes sparkling with bile. She gave Jensen a hard shove and refused to budge from her position. So it was a really mean person, alright?
Beat the guy up.
We have Bang Chan's wife. Oh my god. We have Bang Chan's wife and we have Felix Yongbuk Lee. I saw those two usernames, okay? I feel like that's TikTok pushing those names to me because of my recent fascination of Stray Kids. Alright. Go back to the end of the queue, okay? So this dialogue, we're moving the scene forward. He is making a move, okay? It directly answers the last question as he blurted out his displeasure. That is what he said, and that is exactly his displeasure. He is not happy with the fact that she is cutting his queue, alright? So go back to the end of the queue. You have no right to skip the cue, okay? So when you say thundered, you can essentially imagine that he is not just yelling at her, he's booming, okay? He is shouting in a way, he's shouting. He's so mad that his voice is like thunder, okay? Okay? Shouting in a booming voice oh my goodness, voice because of anger, okay? Okay, and indignantly it means essentially that he's so mad, okay? He feels like that sense of injustice, okay? Wait, where am I? Oh, snarled back, so it's aggressive growl, okay? It's an aggressive growl. Okay, so it's very animal-like. So it's also saying that the girl is very animal-like. She is not very civilized right now, okay? So it's the choice of words that it actually brings across the idea, the main idea of the story, okay? So, right. I'm trying to see how many people are joining. Ozil is still here, which is great. Let's see who else is here. I see a lot. I don't see a lot of familiar names. I see a lot of names that I have not previously seen before. Where is everyone gone today? I'm so confused. People usually flock to the live at this time. I'm so I cannot. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Don't understand where people are today. I'm so confused. All right. So what if I cut Q? Don't you dare talk to me like that. Her face inched close to Jensen's in a challenging manner, okay? So she's challenging him. So you don't have to directly say that she challenged him, okay? But you can also rewrite it to say, don't you dare talk to me like that. She challenged him, okay? So you don't necessarily have to say that she said or use any said verbs. You can say that she challenged him. In such a way, you're also using challenge like a said verb, okay? So definitely switch things up a bit within your composition. Don't repeat things too much because that will make the teachers feel like you have a lot of lack of vocab. Essentially, you are not that strong with your language, okay? And that's not what we want, especially with the main exam, okay? So would definitely recommend a bit of story banking. Even if you're not gonna adapt the whole story out, or you at least have that few phrases, that paragraph that you are very certain would bring up your grades, okay? So that is very important, okay? Her eyes sparkling with bile, okay? So when you're saying eyes sparkling with bile, so bile, it can mean something that is like a liquid of some sort, but it also means bitterness or anger, okay? So again, it's very common for words to have more than one meaning. It's very important to use it in the right context, okay? Okay. Say her eyes sparkling, okay? So you can say that her eyes were glinting, okay? It's absolute. She is ready to fight, okay? She is essentially, let me say, essentially means that her eyes are filled with anger, okay? So she is very angry. She doesn't she feels like this is not how it's supposed to be. She feels like she is in the right, okay? She gave Jensen a hard shove. When you say someone shoves something, it means that you are pushing roughly, okay? Jensen could not take this lying down, okay? Could not take this lying down. It means that it's an idiom, okay? It's an idiom. Note, guys, it's an idiom. It means to take an insult or injustice without resistance. So it's essentially he cannot do nothing about this, essentially. So he marched purposefully, okay? It's like the opposite. He is purposeful. He knows exactly what he wants, and he wants her to be punished, okay? When you say march, you're meaning walking with the term, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. Determination, okay? Purposefully, when you say purposefully, it kind of adds on to the idea of march, because both words mean that he's determined. He wants to do something. He wants to get something done. Okay, he is mad and he wants to get something done. Okay, so when you're writing a composition, especially when you're trying to accentuate a certain idea, like throughout this composition, Jensen's the main message, the main use of Jensen as a character is to show how mad he is because of social injustice, okay? For Jensen, so all adjectives used around Jensen are all building up to anger, determination. He wants to make a change, okay? He wants to get her punished, okay? So you have to build that around that. You see, march purposefully is both very determined words. You see, Jensen's voice thundered indignantly. Both words show a sense of I will not be bullied. I will not just let you get away with this. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna add that. Did not want her to get away with it. Okay, so a lot of different ways to say the same thing. It's very important that we know multiple ways, okay? The disciplined master, Mrs. Lim, followed Jensen to the canteen when she heard his complaint. The ill-mannered girl, okay? When you say someone's ill-mannered, you're saying that someone has bad manners. They're bad-mannered. Okay, they're impolite. They don't know how to behave, okay? Was found in no time. No time also means like immediately. So it's the way you are choosing to phrase your words, okay? Her face bleached into a somber pale when she saw Mrs. Lim, okay? Were you saying someone's face bleached, okay? Now, definitely she's not gonna bleach her face, so we know for a fact that this is a metaphor, especially since there's no like or as, so we know it's not a simile, alright? Say a somber pale. Somber, we know that it's very solemn, it's very sad, so it shows that we actually went through this phrase previously. Okay, I'm gonna see if anyone knows this phrase. Okay, it's similar to the word, it's a way to describe the word pale. Okay, and my hint is this. It starts with A. Okay, it is. Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys this. It's harder. Something faced. What is the answer? Okay, wrote it right at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see. Right over here. Let's see who else is here. We have Alan. We have Kay. Hello, Annie. We have so many new people that I have not seen before. Where did everyone go today? So confused. Is everyone going out for dinner? Is that why? Is this the end of the March holidays? Is today the end of the March holidays? Oh, it is. Is that why? Everyone's going out for like last minute like shopping, last minute like dinner with their friends. Is that why? Is that why no one is here? Because no one wants to learn on the last day of March holidays. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, Annie Go. So many new people here. So many new people. Hi, XNG. XNG, you're here finally. There's someone here to talk to me. It's so quiet. It's so quiet today. Everyone is busy. I don't know what everyone's doing, but everyone's so busy. Absolutely, you have no idea who I'm talking to right now. Admin Royston is here with me. He's the only one I'm talking to right now. All right. This is Edmund Royston's debut. His debut. He's debuting with his little DJ set. Hello, giant baby. Hello, me. Hello, Gulati. Is that how I pronounce it? All right. Okay, let's begin again. Since no one is guessing, I'm gonna tell you guys the answer. The answer is ashen faced. Okay, so she turned pale. So you can say that she turned sickly pale as well. You can also use this phrase. Her face bleached to a sickly pale when she saw Mrs. Lim. For her head hung in humiliation. When you're saying that someone's head is hanging, literally hanging in humiliation, you mean that someone is very, there's a loss of confidence. Okay? There's a loss of confidence. She is physically reflecting her emotions, okay? Okay, humiliation, we know that means embarrassment. Chided, it means scolded, okay? She apologized for her misbehavior and promised that she'll never do it again. Jansen was very mad that a thoughtless and reasonable girl was taught a lesson, alright? That is the passage, alright? Okay, we're gonna go on a 2-minute break while everyone can take their time taking a screenshot or writing it down. Alright? And then, today we're gonna do something different. We're gonna rewrite some sentences on our own. Okay, I know that there's no one here, so it probably isn't the best option. It isn't the best option for today, but that's what I've prepared for everyone. And so, hopefully those that are still here can try it. Okay, we'll take a 2-minute break right now. Right? Everyone, I am back. Alright, so did everyone look through the questions? Not look through the questions, look through the words. Did everyone write it down? Alright, so now we're going to go into the section of rewriting, okay? I'm going to switch to another color, and we're going to rewrite the words, okay? Can everyone see this color on the board? Is it dark enough? Wait. It is dark enough. Okay, great. Okay. Okay, we're going to choose a paragraph. Firstly, introductions. Introductions are always so important. As a student, before I started going to tuition, before I started reading more, I struggled the most with writing my introductions, okay? Because that's the start of the story, it sets the scene, and personally, I always was a bit of a perfectionist. I want the best introduction, and I did not know where to start, okay? So that is where I'm gonna start with my teaching today, okay? Okay, let's begin. Today, while Jensen was having his recess, he had an unpleasant encounter with an extremely impolite girl. He nearly ended up in a fight in school. Okay, what options do we have? Firstly, what options do we have? Firstly, one of the main options that we have is a... Ooh, what happened? I'm gonna write it here. Scene description. Okay, we've seen that previously in other lives where hello, God loves you. We have different in a different passage in different life. We have seen some scene descriptions where they start off and say, today was a very hot day, something something something, or today the canteen was bustling with people. Okay. And we do have it over here quite a bit, but it's not exactly the first paragraph, okay? So let's write our own, okay? Ignore the rest of the composition. Let's just prep our own today, okay? We have scene description, and for this, it is overview. Okay? You can also start with a proverb, a nice sentence, okay? What is happening with this? Why is it flashing on and off?
No idea. Let's see if like that.
Oh my goodness, that is scary. All right, we can also start with like a bit of a proverbs, or like like a good phrase, like any nice quotes that you guys know, proverbs or quotes. Okay, and what else? What other ways do you guys know that we can start with? Moment Bridal Pet Led. Thank you for the likes. Alright, so we have proverbs or quotes. We can start with an overview or scene description, or you can start with lesson. Looking back. Looking back. Flashback. And for this, you can also start with something that you've learned. Okay. So you can, for this, you can also say that growing up, I was blah, 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 blah. However, an incident changed my life, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Of course, don't give too much away because we also want to round back at the end of your composition. We don't want to be too repetitive. We don't want to be repetitive at best, okay? So always just don't rewrite stuff if you're gonna write it before. Hi, Yolanda! You are one of the rare faces I see today. It's so quiet today. Where has everyone gone? Do you have any idea? Where has everyone gone? Is it because it's the last day of March holidays that everyone is just like, oh, we gotta like play today. We gotta like do something cool today. No one's like, no one's like, oh, we have to sit down and listen to teacher Jai write us at work. Is that it? Maybe. That's fair. That's fair. I would love a good March holidays as well. Yeah, it is unfortunate. And it is even more unfortunate that what I planned today for to teach everyone is something that is different, something that I've never done before. And I was like, when I was planning, I was like, this is gonna be mad with so much interaction. And then there's no one here online. And I'm like, do I still go through this? But we're still going through it, okay? Because we do have playbacks on YouTube. So hopefully people will look there and be like, oh, you know what, teacher Jia did teach this, so it is, useful. Alright. Oh no, yes, oh no. I don't know what to say either. It is so empty today. There's no one arguing, there's no one fighting for answers. It's so weird, okay? And I start missing everyone. Alright. Looking, and I'm going through introductions right now, okay? So I just explained that we have scene. You can start by doing a scene description. You can say what the day was like, what the sky was like. Of course, make it relevant to your you make it relevant to your story. If your story is happening indoors, like this one, there is no point describing the sun. Okay, there's absolutely no point in describing the sun. Instead, you can describe the canteen, like in this case. Okay, it isn't exactly the first paragraph, but it is a way of introducing the scene. You start with what was happening, what's going on. Okay, you can also start with an overview, which is what is happening here. Today, while Jensen was having his recess, he had an unpleasant encounter with an extremely impolite girl. They nearly ended up in a fight in school, okay? So the overview, it gives you the rough information of what's going on, but it does not take away from the whole story, okay? You do not want to write down every single detail of what's happening in your story in your introduction, and then you repeat everything again, okay? If you're gonna say everything in your introduction, what's the point of writing the rest of the story, okay? So we have to be clear with that, okay? We have to be clear with that. Okay. Alright, what else? Then we have quotes, okay? I think quotes are a lot more prominent in Chinese compositions, okay? I don't really see students using them in English compositions, but you can definitely do that, okay? Especially when your story teaches you something, like you're gonna end off with, from this I learned a very important lesson, okay? You can start with a relevant quote that highlights that lesson and say, for example, what is a nice quote? What is a nice quote? I can only think of Chinese quotes right now, but you guys get what I mean, okay? So, yeah. So, from that, you begin your story, okay? Fourth option is looking back, flashback or lesson, okay? The lesson part is similar to the proverbs or quotes. Instead of giving a quote, you can just directly say, growing up, I was always blah, blah, blah. However, one experience led me to learn a certain lesson. And then you begin your story, okay? By introducing that specific experience. And then, but always remember not to be too, don't over describe when it comes to what you learned, because you want to leave a bit of things to talk about when you're rounding up your story at the very, very end, okay? Because at the end, especially with a lesson-based story, you want to say, this was an incredible lesson because of blah, 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 okay? You do not want to already have used this phrase or this sentence in your introduction and then use it again, okay? Introduction and conclusions are still different, okay? No matter whether or not you're writing a lesson, a composition that teaches you a lesson, okay? Very, very different. Do not repeat yourself, okay? Very important. All right. Hi, Ivan. Hello, Joe. Ho, ho, ho. It is so far from Christmas, but I really wish that. I cannot imagine that we're already in 2025. It's just that no matter which month it is, it's always jarring to me. And what's even more jarring to me is that March is almost ending, okay? March is almost ending. We just started this year, okay? I cannot believe this. I absolutely cannot believe this. Alright? We're just watching teacher Jia freak out. Okay. Hello, Celeste. That's such a pretty name. Alright, so let's begin writing. I'm going to write a scene description, okay? I'm going to start with this. So I'm going to rewrite it yourself. Of course, if you want to make the most of this live, you want to make the most of this session, you can type out in the comments like a scene description, a scene introduction that you or that you want to come up with for this composition. Write it down, and then I will review it, and then we can rate it and mark it together. All right? But I'm gonna write mine right now. Okay? So we can take 2 minutes to write our own. All right. The screen is flickering quite a bit. Okay, that's quite scary. Okay. The canteen was filled with chatter. Students of all the different grades streamed into the canteen, jostling to be at the head of queues. This was the most relaxing time of each school day, and Jensen, which is our main character, am I spelling his name correct? Oh my goodness, am I spelling his name correctly? And it's Jensen, okay, wanted to make the most of it. Okay, so now that we're saying that Jensen wants to make the most of it, we're giving a bit of a foreshadow. Okay, we're foreshadowing that he in fact did not make the most of it. Hi Mariah! Oh my goodness! I was actually just talking to other people in the chat, and I was like, why is Mariah not here? I just saw Mariah just now, and she was so excited to see teacher Jia's class, and then she disappeared. And I was like, oh, this sadness. And everyone is not here today. No one is here today. That completely fits the music that Rosyth is playing right now. Nobody's here today, and I do not know why. Okay, there have been theories from me that it's the last day of March holidays, so everyone's running away to do something cool rather than sitting down listening to English class. Okay, is that why? I don't know. Is that why? Mariah, what were you doing? What were you doing? Alright, so this is the first paragraph that I have written, okay? I'm gonna read it out again. The canteen was filled with chatter. Students of all the different grades streamed into the canteen, jostling to be at the head of queues. This was the most relaxing time of each school day. Okay? Oh, punctuation error. Please be careful of your punctuations, okay? All Jensen wanted was to make the most of it, okay? I was sleeping because I was so drained from studying. Oh, right, you're primary 6, right? That does feel that way, okay? I completely understand that. It happened to me in primary school, in secondary school as well. Speaking of that, my most memorable my most memorable moment studying was, and I would always bring it up with my mom to prove to her that I did study for exams, was when I studied for a math exam in primary school, okay? We were doing a lot of past papers, and I think at that night, my mom heard me muttering in my room. She heard me talking in my sleep, okay? And she heard me specifically counting watermelons in the middle of my sleep, okay? And that was the moment I knew I studied hard enough. I studied hard enough for my PSLE, okay? So, yeah. Just do your best. Just do your best, okay? I have these random stories to tell. I always have these random stories to tell. Alright. What else do we have? Alright. Let's write another one. Okay, we have 4. We're gonna write 2 today, okay? And I think this is something that is quite important that I probably would bring on to other lives, that we rewrite some of our own parts. So I feel like it's not just about learning, it's about putting what you've learned into use, okay? So I really want to bring that across with my students. Alright. Okay, what else do we have? We have looking back, okay? We'll do this one. Since this one's already an overview, okay, and I'm gonna choose between proverbs and quotes. I don't get the screenshot today? Sure, I'll let you take a screenshot in a bit, alright? I'll definitely let you take a screenshot in a bit, alright? We are currently rewriting our... You know what? I will actually go through the composition really, really quickly again. You can take a screenshot really quickly now so that you can join me in rewriting our introductions, okay? Okay, you can take a quick read and take a screenshot. I'm rewriting introductions because, like I mentioned, I think it's very important to be able to have a good introduction. It is, after all, the start of your composition. If you're not going to deliver or not able to deliver a good introduction, it does set a very bad tone for your composition. Okay, it's not the most important thing, but it is definitely important. Okay, happy, happy, happy. I'm not singing it right. Happy, 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 happy. All right, second part of the screenshot. Okay, so you can take a quick read. Okay, so it is about someone cutting Jensen's queue during recess, and Jensen is not happy. Okay, this is the third page. The second page. Okay. Okay, and now the last part. Teacher is just cutting queue. It's not that serious. I guess, but I mean, if they ask you to write a composition about it, you're gonna make it as serious as possible. Someone is absolutely so angry that his queue was cut. Okay. Personally, you know what? Actually, when you're reading about it, it doesn't seem that serious, but I feel like, I don't know. Especially when I'm in a rush. Let's say I'm in a rush to go to the MRT, and then we're queuing up to go through like the tap outs, and then someone cuts your queue. That is maddening. You're a madman, okay? Especially when you're about to be late. Are you live tomorrow? I am not live tomorrow, unfortunately. Let me see when my next live will be. Why, Mariah? You enjoy my lives? That's a good thing. Okay, let me take a look when my next live will be, alright? Just for you. My next live. Ooh. Miss Jamie's will be going live recently, so I won't. I won't be going live for quite some time, actually. Be going live on the 28th. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, I did not know that. So it is quite some time. Yeah, it will be quite some time before I next go live, okay? Maybe that will change, who knows? Maybe that will change. What? Exactly, I know, that is so mad. 28 is your birthday? Oh, that's great. I'm going live on your birthday, so you can celebrate your birthday learning English. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But definitely, I will be moderating quite a couple of lives. So you will definitely get to see me there. Alright? So you will definitely get to see me. Okay? Let's see. Okay? That's your birthday. Oh my goodness. You are going to be 12, right? 12? Is this your 12th birthday? Or is it your... Yeah, it's your 12th birthday. You're in primary 6, right? Your 12th birthday. Your 12th birthday. You're gonna be 13 next year. That's your official... You're gonna be an official teenager. Oh my goodness. That is terrifying. It was terrifying to turn 13. I remember those terrifying emotions. Alright. Now let's write our looking back flashback paragraph, okay? So when it comes to flashbacks, you can write it in the sense that I remember when I was writing flashbacks, you could write that she's walking along the way and it's only she recounts this moment, okay? So we can write Hi XNG, you're back. Jia, Royston, and the rest in this live enjoy weekend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have a nice weekend too. Alright. You can do it in the form of a lesson. We can say that, okay, I'm going to take 2 minutes to write and you guys can take 2 minutes to write as well, okay? So we would say, the importance of, wait, let's zoom out a bit. importance of courtesy. Who's live? Next Monday. Okay, I'll leave that to admin Royston to help you guys with the scheduling, okay? I'm gonna write my nice paragraph.
Next Monday.
Yep, XNG asked who's live next Monday, and Mariah says who's live on my birthday, and I'm guessing her birthday is on the 28th.
So share the spreadsheet.
Alright, the importance of courtesy is not, was not something Jensen had previously considered.
Every day, you English every day.
Until he found himself in that disadvantageous situation. I had a panic attack. Why? Panic attacks are so serious. What happened? What happened?
She thought we won't be doing live.
Teacher Royston says, is it because you thought we wouldn't be doing live? XNG says, thank you, Teacher Royston. Chur Royston. Alright. I wrote, the importance of courtesy was something Jensen had not previously considered. Was not something you had previously considered. Okay, my goodness. Was not something you had previously considered. Until he found himself in that disadvantageous situation. In that moment. Oh, I was gonna write that. He realized I was just about to write that. Teacher Royston was guessing what I was gonna write. He realized that everyone had a part to play. Had a part to... Actually, this last paragraph isn't very good. I'm writing it offhand right now. In that moment, he realized the importance of treating others the way he would like to be treated. Okay, so alternatively, if you want to start directly with a proverb or quote, you could just directly start with treat others the way you would like to be treated. Okay, you can directly start with that and then say, and then after that say that this was something Jensen never thought much about. Okay, so there are different ways of phrasing it, and I'm giving you guys 3 ways right now, and then you guys can add on to that. And over here, this one is the 4th way. Teacher, who's live on my birthday if my birthday is gonna be English? I'm so confused by what you mean. I'm so confused. What do you mean, Mariah? What do you mean? Hi, Caramel. Can you imagine someone being named Caramel? That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna finish this one because we have 2 minutes, so I might as well, okay? Who's live on my birthday, basically? Your birthday is the 28th. Teacher Royston? Teacher Royston will assist you.
28, that's so far away.
28 is so far away. But it's exactly how long it is before I have my next life.
That's your next life. Or maybe you can sing her happy birthday.
I should sing her happy birthday? Alright. Alright. Teacher, 2 minutes left. I know. 2 minutes left. Okay. Treat others the way you'd like to be treated. This was something Jensen never taught much about until that very moment. Okay? That very moment. Okay, but you're gonna leave the he realized moment. Teacher, 1 minute left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. That very moment, okay? So what other ways you can write? So these are all the 4 ways that you can write. Definitely there are some other ways, but these are the 4 more conventional ways. So if you have any other methods that you would like me to go through, you guys can always tell me. I think next live session we will go through how to end a composition. Okay, we can definitely go through that. Okay, teacher, 25 seconds left. Oh my god, my personal timer. Personal timer. Alright, so we are at our last minute. Class 10. Thank you, class. Thank you, teacher Jat and Royston. Thank you, XNG. XNG, are you okay? You were not commenting as much today. I feel like everyone's just busy today. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's busy. Thank you, teacher, you are late. No, we're exactly at 7 today. I'm on the dot for once. On the dot. I put my pen down. 7 o'clock. Okay, so as Mariah says, it is 7, so we are gonna end the live for today. However, we do have quite an interesting list of things that we can go through the next round. So stay tuned, alright? And I'll see you guys the next time, alright?